Why can some 75-year-olds hike mountains, garden for hours, and play actively with grandchildren while others struggle just to walk to the mailbox? What's the real difference? In the next 15 minutes, you'll discover the 5 specific daily habits that separate the top 3% of active seniors from those who become frail, and every single one of these habits can be started today regardless of your current fitness level. And here's something most doctors never emphasize enough. The 4th habit takes less than 20 minutes daily, but has more impact on your strength and independence than anything else you could possibly do. These aren't genetic advantages or expensive programs. These are simple, deliberate choices that create dramatic differences in how you age. Researchers at Johns Hopkins spent 5 years meticulously studying thousands of people over age 75, tracking everything from their daily routines to their physical capabilities. What they discovered wasn't what they expected. The difference between staying vibrantly active and becoming frail wasn't about genetics, income, or luck. It came down to 5 consistent daily habits that anyone can adopt at any age. Habit 1. They do resistance training. Every single day, active seniors in the top 3% don't just walk for exercise, they actively work against resistance every single day. This is the single most important distinction researchers at Harvard Medical School have identified between seniors who maintain independence and those who lose it. Walking is beneficial for cardiovascular health, but it does almost nothing to prevent the muscle loss that causes frailty. After age 70, you lose approximately 8% of your muscle mass per decade if you don't actively work to maintain it, and this loss accelerates every year. The Mayo Clinic has published extensive research showing that resistance training, making your muscles work against force, is the only proven way to maintain and even rebuild muscle tissue at any age. This isn't about becoming a bodybuilder. This is about maintaining the strength to stand up from a chair, carry groceries, climb stairs, and live independently. When your muscles don't work against resistance regularly, they atrophy rapidly. Your body operates on a use it or lose it principle, especially regarding muscle tissue. Studies from Johns Hopkins demonstrate that seniors who don't do any form of resistance training lose significant functional strength each year, even if they walk daily. This muscle loss directly causes the frailty cascade. You become weaker, you move less confidently, you risk falling, you become more cautious and sedentary, and you lose even more muscle faster. The frightening reality is that once you lose a certain threshold of muscle mass, regaining independence becomes exponentially harder. However, the research is equally clear on the positive side. Resistance training at any age builds muscle. Even people in their 80s and 90s can gain significant strength within weeks of starting consistent resistance work. Your muscles remain capable of responding to stimulus throughout your entire life. Leonard, a 78-year-old from Wisconsin, could barely stand up from his couch without using his arms for support. After 4 months of daily bodyweight resistance exercises, squats, wall push-ups and chair stands, he could easily rise from a seated position and had regained confidence in his mobility. Here's exactly what you need to do starting today. Perform resistance exercises every single day for just 10 minutes. You don't need a gym, weights, or special equipment. Do chair squats. Stand up and sit down from a sturdy chair 10 times without using your hands. Do wall push-ups. Stand arm's length from a wall and push against it 10 times. Hold a plank position against your kitchen counter for 20 seconds. Do heel raises while holding your counter. Rise up on your toes 10 times to strengthen your calves. These simple movements create the resistance your muscles desperately need. Start with 1 set of each exercise today and add repetitions as you get stronger. Do this every single day without exception. Your muscles respond to consistent stimulus, not occasional effort. Start with just 5 minutes today. Your strength won't wait for you to feel ready. Habit 2. They eat protein at every single meal. Did you eat protein at breakfast this morning, or did you skip it like most seniors do? The top 3% of active seniors consume adequate protein at every single meal, not just dinner. This distinction matters more than most people realize. Research from Johns Hopkins shows that your body can only process and use a certain amount of protein at one time, approximately 25 to 30 grams per meal. If you eat very little protein at breakfast and lunch, but consume a large portion at dinner, your body cannot effectively use all that dinner protein for muscle maintenance. The excess gets converted to energy or stored as fat instead of building and preserving your muscle tissue. The CDC has published data showing that most seniors consume inadequate total protein, and even those who meet daily requirements often distribute it poorly throughout the day, eating most of it at the evening meal. Your muscles need consistent protein availability throughout the day to combat the natural breakdown that occurs with aging. After age 60, your body becomes less efficient at using protein for muscle synthesis, a condition called anabolic resistance. This means you actually need more protein than younger people to achieve the same muscle-maintaining effects. Harvard Medical School researchers recommend that seniors consume at least 1 gram of protein per kilogram of body weight daily, distributed evenly across all meals. When you skip protein at breakfast or eat only a light lunch with minimal protein, you're essentially allowing your body to break down muscle tissue for hours with nothing to rebuild it. This daily deficit compounds over time, accelerating the transition from active to frail. Conversely, studies consistently show that seniors who consume adequate protein at each meal maintain significantly more muscle mass, strength, and functional independence as they age. Sylvia, an 81-year-old from Ohio, was slowly losing strength and muscle despite walking daily. Her doctor discovered she was eating toast and coffee for breakfast, a salad for lunch, and most of her daily protein at dinner. Within 3 months of distributing 25 grams of protein across all 3 meals, she had measurably increased her muscle mass and strength. Here's your specific protein plan. Eat 25 to 30 grams of protein at breakfast, lunch, and dinner every single day. Breakfast protein sources include eggs, Greek yogurt, cottage cheese, protein-enriched oatmeal, or even leftover chicken or fish. 2 eggs plus Greek yogurt gives you about 25 grams. Lunch should include chicken, fish, beans, lentils, tofu, or lean meat. A chicken breast or can of tuna provides 25 to 30 grams. Dinner follows the same pattern, a palm-sized portion of any protein source. If you struggle to eat enough, add protein powder to smoothies or oatmeal. The timing matters as much as the total amount. Your body needs protein availability throughout the entire day. Track your protein for 3 days to see your actual intake patterns. Then make necessary adjustments. Add protein to your next meal, today, not tomorrow. Habit 3. They have a daily purpose that gets them moving. Active seniors in the top 3% have something meaningful they have to do every single day, something that matters to them and requires physical movement. This isn't about having a job or elaborate responsibilities. This is about having a reason to get up, get dressed, and engage with life actively. Harvard's study of adult development, which has followed people for over 80 years, found that having daily purpose is one of the strongest predictors of maintained physical function and longevity. Blue Zones research, studying regions where people routinely live past 100, shows that centenarians universally have what the Okinawans call ikigai, a reason for being that gets them out of bed every morning. This purpose creates a positive cycle. You have something to do, so you move more, which maintains your physical capabilities, which enables you to keep doing purposeful activities. The difference between active and frail seniors often isn't physical capability initially, it's mindset and daily structure. When you don't have compelling reasons to move, to go places, to engage with activities or people, you naturally become more sedentary. You sleep later, move less, and gradually lose the physical capacity that enables activity. Research from the Mayo Clinic demonstrates that seniors without daily purpose show faster declines in physical function, cognitive performance, and overall health compared to peers with similar baseline health but strong sense of purpose. The mechanism is straightforward. Purpose creates movement, movement maintains function, and function enables continued purpose. Without this cycle, the opposite happens. Lack of purpose reduces movement, reduced movement decreases function, and decreased function makes everything harder, further reducing purpose and activity. This downward spiral is what creates frailty far more than aging itself. Franklin, a 76-year-old from Georgia, became increasingly sedentary and weak after retiring with no clear daily purpose. When he committed to volunteering at a community garden 3 mornings weekly and mentoring a young neighbor in woodworking, his entire physical and mental state transformed within 2 months. Here's how to create immediate daily purpose. Identify something you'll commit to doing every single day that requires you to get up and move. This could be caring for a pet that needs walks, tending a small garden that requires daily attention, volunteering regularly at an organization that depends on you, mentoring someone who needs your knowledge, creating something through a hobby that involves physical activity, or participating in a group that meets consistently. The key elements are consistency, meaning, and movement. It can't be something you do occasionally when you feel like it. It must be a non-negotiable, daily or several times weekly commitment. Write down your purpose commitment and schedule it into your week like an essential appointment. If you're unsure where to start, call your local senior center, library, community garden, or volunteer center this week and ask about regular opportunities. Identify one purpose for tomorrow morning. Write it down right now and commit to showing up. Habit 4. They move outside in natural light daily. When was the last time you spent 20 minutes outside moving your body in natural light? The top 3% of active seniors make outdoor movement a non-negotiable daily habit. This isn't just about getting fresh air or vitamin D, though both matter significantly. Research from Stanford University and the Mayo Clinic shows that outdoor movement provides benefits you simply cannot replicate indoors. Natural light regulates your circadian rhythm more effectively than any indoor lighting, which improves sleep quality, hormone balance, and cellular repair processes. Uneven outdoor terrain, sidewalks, grass, trails, challenges your balance and stabilizer muscles in ways that flat indoor surfaces never do. The visual depth and changing scenery outdoors provide cognitive stimulation that treadmills and indoor tracks cannot match. Additionally, your body produces vitamin D from sun exposure, which is essential for bone health, immune function, and muscle strength. The compound benefits of outdoor activity explain why it predicts maintained independence better than indoor exercise alone. Johns Hopkins researchers found that seniors who regularly exercise outdoors maintain better balance, stronger bones, more stable moods, and greater functional fitness compared to those who exercise exclusively indoors, even when the total exercise time is identical. Being outside also tends to extend activity duration naturally. People walk farther and move longer outdoors than they do on indoor equipment. The psychological benefits matter too. Outdoor movement reduces stress, improves mood, and combats the depression and isolation that accelerate physical decline. When you combine movement with natural light exposure, you're addressing multiple systems simultaneously: musculoskeletal strength, balance, bone density, circadian rhythm, mood regulation, and cognitive function. This multi-system benefit is what separates highly effective habits from marginally helpful ones. Walter, an 80-year-old from Colorado, spent years using a treadmill indoors for 30 minutes daily, but still experienced declining balance and increasing anxiety. When he switched to 30-minute outdoor walks through his neighborhood, his balance improved noticeably within weeks, his sleep normalized, and his mood dramatically lifted. Here's your outdoor movement plan. Spend at least 20 minutes outside, moving your body every single day, regardless of weather, unless conditions are genuinely dangerous. Walk your neighborhood, tend your garden, do gentle exercises in your yard, or simply stand outside and do calf raises and arm circles. On sunny days, expose your arms and face to direct sunlight for 10 to 15 minutes to support vitamin D production. Avoid sunscreen during this brief period. On rainy days, walk with an umbrella or undercovered areas. On very cold days, dress appropriately and walk at midday when temperatures peak. On extremely hot days, walk early morning or evening and stay hydrated. The point is consistency. Your body needs daily outdoor stimulus. If mobility limits you, sit outside in a chair and do seated exercises while getting light exposure. Make this non-negotiable, like brushing your teeth. Step outside for 20 minutes today. Your body needs both movement and natural light together. Habit 5. They track their health numbers monthly. The top 3% of active seniors know their health numbers and act on changes immediately rather than waiting for annual checkups or obvious symptoms. This proactive monitoring catches small declines before they become major problems. Research from Johns Hopkins and the National Institute on Aging shows that certain measurable markers predict the transition from active to frail months before it becomes clinically obvious. Weight changes, blood pressure trends, resting heart rate variations, strength measurements, and balance capabilities all provide early warning signals when tracked consistently. The seniors who maintain independence longest aren't necessarily healthier initially. They're more vigilant about monitoring themselves and seeking help quickly when numbers shift in concerning directions. Most people only check health metrics during doctor visits, which means problems can develop and progress significantly between appointments. A 5-pound unintentional weight loss might seem minor, but research shows it often signals the beginning of sarcopenia or underlying illness. A gradual increase in resting blood pressure or heart rate can indicate cardiovascular changes that need attention. A subtle decline in how long you can stand on one foot reveals balance deterioration before you actually fall. The Mayo Clinic emphasizes that these trends matter more than single measurements. One high blood pressure reading might be situational, but a rising trend over several weeks demands action. Active seniors in the top 3% treat their health like a business, tracking key performance indicators and responding to concerning trends immediately, rather than hoping problems resolve themselves. Nadine, a 79-year-old from Arizona, noticed during her monthly weigh-in that she'd lost 6 pounds over 2 months without trying. Instead of ignoring it, she immediately called her doctor. Testing revealed early-stage anemia from internal bleeding that was caught and treated before it caused serious complications or functional decline. Here's what to track. Starting this month, weigh yourself on the same scale, at the same time, once weekly, and record it. Check your blood pressure at home or your pharmacy twice monthly if you own a monitor. Time, how long you can stand on one foot with eyes open once monthly. Healthy seniors should manage 30 seconds minimum. Count how many times you can stand up from a chair in 30 seconds once monthly. Healthy seniors should achieve 10 or more. Note your resting heart rate when you wake up once weekly. Keep these numbers in a simple notebook or phone app with dates. If you notice concerning trends, unintended weight loss of more than 5 pounds, blood pressure consistently above 130/80, declining balance time, decreasing chair stands, or rising resting heart rate, call your doctor that week. Don't wait for your next scheduled appointment. Early detection and intervention prevent the cascade from active to frail. Check one health metric today. Early detection prevents frailty and maintains your independence. These 5 habits aren't complicated, expensive, or time-consuming. They're the simple daily choices that create the massive difference between thriving at 75 and struggling at 75. The active, independent seniors in the top 3% do resistance training daily, eat protein at every meal, have purpose that requires movement, spend time outside moving in natural light, and track their health numbers proactively. You can start every single one of these habits today. Pick even 2 or 3 to begin with, and add the others as they become routine. Small, consistent actions today create dramatic differences in your next decade of life. Which of these 5 habits will you start today? Comment below and commit to it publicly. Research shows that public commitments dramatically increase follow-through. If someone you care about is over 70 and could benefit from staying active and independent longer, share this video with them right now. These 5 habits could genuinely change their entire next decade. And if you want more practical, science-backed strategies for healthy aging that actually work, subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss actionable information that could add years of independence to your life.